the votes are in, and it's time to announce the winners of the 2021 2K TV Shoe Creator Challenge.
4 category winners, each taking home 250,000 VC. Now remember, after the winners are announced, you will be getting to vote on which one you think should go in.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. And David...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'd never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot. And I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, hey, you know, we don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got LeBron James. Davis is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jay, and it's Drummond in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Here's Nurkic. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. There's the pass to Jay. There's the triple. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Another reason why Kawhi is a consistent winner. He makes plays for others.
And something from your era that is always talked about, Kenny, hand checking. How big a difference did hand checking make for defenders?
Oh, it made the game easier for defenders, without question. You know, I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking rule. Because Derek Harper,
there was so much.
He was so aggressive.
The best, I always felt that was a guy. Man, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, felt good, didn't it, care? He liked that. He liked that.
You could feel it, right? That's what you're saying.
You could
feel it. And he could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
Here's Jay. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Over to the wing. Collins dishes to McCollum, and Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. McCollum with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think, as you take a look at all the players in the league, would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. CJ McCollum plays a game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star and then became it, because they understand the guys on the bench, how they feel, as well as the stars. So C.J. McCollum has kind of come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I'd throw another name out there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo, okay.
What about Greg Anthony?
You know,
no,
he
that's the broadcast booth. No, Greg would be great.
He'd be great. I think either of you would be great.
You know, it would be fun.
I'm trying to own a team next.
That's what you want to do. You want to own. You want to own. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Powell comes in for Collins. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Playing next to a superstar, Kenny, you've been there before. Talk about how LeBron helps all the guys that are around him succeed.
I tell you, playing with a guy like LeBron, you know, same as playing with Akeem when I did earlier in my career. I played at Sacramento. I averaged 17 points a game. It was the hardest 17 points in my life. I used to go home and pass out. Play with Akeem, I averaged 17 points. I used to want to go to the disco afterwards. Not even a club. It was a disco back then.
Leonard, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
A tenacious big with an assortment of moves. Whiteside is no stranger to beating his man.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Jones checked in for Portland. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Caldwell Pope in for LeBron. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot's good from Jay.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Simons surveying the D. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Count that one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
46 seconds left in the first. Here's Simons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the left wing. Gasol passes to Jay. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And the recognition Gasol has is tremendous. I mean, you can't leave anyone open or he'll find them.
Lillard outside. Down low. Here's Powell. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. They get it back. The feed now to Whiteside.
Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
Here's Jay. Back to DeRozan. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Jay, the pass to Gasol. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sport. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loved.
For me, it's super cool.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He picked up 39 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. The Trailblazers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
They throw good. McCollum.
Well, after playing very little in his first 2 seasons, McCollum is very electric since year 3. And he has a lot left to accomplish.
To the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Trailing by 4. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
And no matter what their mindset was, that was going to be a very tough task. Let's face it, they don't have the horses to compete with those guys.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell
I want to
G-Way.
come back.
Fellow PG, we got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball or anything for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. And he was such an integral piece to those Hakeem Olajuwon championship teams there in Houston.
Powell, the pass to Powell. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Powell's got his first 2 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jay, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. From 7, and Davis puts it in. Davis has got his first bucket of the night.
And Davis has added strength over his career. I mean, it really helps him inside.
Here's Lillard. Powell trying to free himself up. And the basket by Lillard.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Jay, the pass to Gasol. Outside Leonard. To the left side wing. To the inside. The shot's good from Jay. 22 points for Jay.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Moments. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Jay. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Doubled by McCollum. Here's Jay again, Los Angeles.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
So for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. DeRozan comes in for Leonard. Lillard against James. From deep. Lillard misses. Lakers leading by 4. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates. And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Yep, that one goes.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Drummond. Count it. Drummond's got 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
And that one drops for him. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
James against Lillard. Outside, Jones. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Lillard.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Dwight Powell subbed in for Zach Collins. And then for the Lakers, Bruno Fernando comes in for Drummond, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for James. Caldwell-Pope for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Caldwell-Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
No good from Jay.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Jay, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Fernando. And Whiteside sends it back.
Well, because of Whiteside's instincts and awareness, he can pretty much block anything in his proximity.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Leonard, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And James subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The three from McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 10 points.
Got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor. And look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's his first trip to the line.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Gasol drops 2.
You know, there have been a lot of brother acts in NBA history when you think about it. But the Gasol brothers, I mean, Mark and his older brother, Powell, I mean, they have to be among the best combos ever.
Here's Simons. And the rejection by Leonard. Jay, the pass to Davis. There's the dish to James. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Powell, also Whiteside out there. McCollum is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, it's no secret that Davis can be a dominant figure on the offensive glass. I mean, and he turns those rebounds into points.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back, guys.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Marc Gasol.
What a powerful physical profile. Whiteside gives his team a reliable interior scoring option.
Zach Collins checked in for Dwight Powell. And the Lakers also making a change. Drummond's checked in for Marc Gasol. To the middle, here's Jay. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. That's now 32 points for Jay.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
McCollum outside. Here's Davis. Pass to Jay. Davis against Collins. Davis, the pass to Jay. Here's Leonard. They get a hand on it. Powell with the steal. And they're running. And here they go. And it's Simons missing. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Jay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Jay, the pass to Drummond. Here's Jay, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He's playing lights out right now. I mean, inspired basketball in the second half.
Lillard from outside. A rebound by the Lakers. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jay, the pass to LeBron. And James throws it down.
Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Inside. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Out to the right wing. Drummond passes to Jay. Here's DeRozan, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Lillard, bucket is good.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jam. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Jay, he's guarded by Collins, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both free throws good from Jay. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Davis against Lillard. Down low. Here's Nurkic, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, he knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jay.
No fatigue in this fella tonight. Tireless, grinding out every possession and leading their offense.
Go get him.
1:05 left to play in the final quarter. That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. The shot's good from Jay.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And it's Lillard missing. Jay, he's guarded by McCollum. The pass to Jay. Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for the Lakers.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's McCollum with the drive. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Lillard again missing. Here's Jay. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Okay, let's go. First up, it's Best Throwback. Out of these 4 designs, whose updated vintage look did you like best? And the winner is the Big Apple. Congratulations.
Out of all the categories that I really wanted to win, it's definitely.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center. And before we get going, let's hear.
Kevin, thanks. Well, among the...
Thanks, David. A look at the Magic starting group. Carter out there with Isaac. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Porter. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Jay in at the 2. You know, I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head during the first few NBA games they play.
Hey, Kevin, no doubt about it. I think back to my rookie days long years ago, man, and I was so excited, thrilled to be living a dream. But the games come, the traveling, the practices, the game plans. Yeah, it feels like you're drinking out of a fire hose sometimes.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Now here is Harris. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Here's Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Carter, the pass to Harris. Nice D from Jay. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Fultz. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Here's James. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop LeBron. I mean, he's strong, and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
A slow start here for Orlando in this one. 6-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Otto Porter. Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Now, here's Porter. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Porter's got his second basket. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the shot is good from James.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Harris. And there's the pass to Porter. Back to Harris. Passes to Isaac. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Harris, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Caldwell Pope in for James. Now here's Anthony. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can. To pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Anthony after the basket by Los Angeles. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Shoots over DeRozan. That one a little long.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Jay. There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Magic trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anthony kicks to Hampton. Over Caldwell Pope. Bamba wide open and he fires. And it's off the back rim, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Both free throws good from James. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Now Portis to halt the run, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got...
I think the underdog story, started when
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Hampton. Malone is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Robinson in at the small forward position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Trailblazers got the job done. He finished with 47 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college. To the paint, here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down, and he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Out to the wing. Robinson passes to Bamba. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Hampton.
Guys, passing is one part of Bamba's game that he's been working on. And, when you can pass it as a big guy, that's an added bonus.
Gasol passes to Jay. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 8 points for Jay.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Robinson. There's 25 seconds left in the first half.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
To the inside. Portis can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Davis. Jay out there with LeBron James. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Outside, Porter. Carter at the elbow. Here's Fultz. Offline with his 3.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. He dishes it to Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And the coaching staff has to appreciate the aggressiveness from Porter. He'll go up against anybody.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Porter. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And Porter drops them both. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that? Or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Outside, Porter. And stolen by Kuzma. The pass to James. Here's Jay. Leonard trying to break free. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Orlando. Malone's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Harris passes to Fultz. Back to Harris. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Leonard with the steal. Here's Jay. Finished off the break. Jay's got 19 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Got a piece of it.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Fultz, the pass to Carter. Back to Fultz. Here's Isaac, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Carter. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Stolen by Carter. Another shot, Isaac. Kuzma pulls it in. The Lakers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And it's Leonard missing. The Magic have got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Harris outside. Back to Malone. Shoots over Leonard. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Harris dishes to Fultz. Back to Harris. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his first points in this one.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Jay. Second shot opportunity. Kuzma can't get it to go.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rodney Hood subbed in for James.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
Jay, the pass to Davis. Over to the left wing. Floats it up for Davis. And stolen by Portis. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. They get it back. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jay comes in for Ejuan Moore. And a switcher also for Orlando. Porter's checked in. And so in the game for the Magic, Robinson is out there with Anthony. Then it's Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Bamba in at center. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Pass to Ilyasova, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really starting to come into play now is the mindset of Ilyasova inside, using every inch of his wingspan to get these shots up and in.
Bamba dishes to Porter. Poked loose. Robinson passes to Porter. 5 to shoot. Fires from the corner. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jay, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Jay. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gasol. And it's Ejuan Moore checking in for Caldwell Pope. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Malone comes in for Duncan Robinson. The dish now to Malone. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Jay, the pass to Fernando. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Pass to McKinney. Now Porter, will it go? Fernando pulls it in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Hampton's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Shoots a fader. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Hampton dishes to Carter. Kicks to Hampton. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 32 points in the game.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Shot's good by McKinney.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the
All right, for the category of best 2K shoe, these users had to use the 2K brand shoe, and there
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here. And as things get ready to...
Well, Kevin, even...
David Aldridge, thank you. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Johnson. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Jay out there with LeBron James. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis in at the four-man position. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. Here's Drummond. Shot clock at 5. The 11-footer, and Davis puts it in.
That's the thing about AD. He makes you guard him on all 3 levels, this time from mid-range.
Here's White. No good that time. Nice defense from Jay. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by White.
Given Murray's slight frame, you think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Jay, the pass to Davis. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. LeBron outside. Here's Jay. No good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Murray, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal. What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Pass to Drummond. And Pirtle pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. White against James.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Jay, the pass to James. Jay, White covering. Now the dish to Davis. Nice shot by James.
The indestructible one. LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for James. It's good.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
Here's Jay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Jay. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Walker. Pass to Carmelo. Anthony drawing the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Lakers leading by 3. Caldwell-Pope passes to Jay. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Pass to Carmelo. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
There were some unforced errors, but they also created some mistakes through their intensity on both ends.
Now Walker, after the missed 3 from Jay, lock at 6. Over DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Lakers. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Walker, bounce pass. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
He can beat you from long range, mid-range, That time, Aldridge draws the foul inside.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hood's checked in.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
And good that time. Jay's got 10 points in the game.
You got to have your stars be unselfish at times. And DeMar DeRozan, he did that on that play.
It's Aldridge, high post. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
On its way from DeRozan for 2. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some. Folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Anthony is out there with Hardaway. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He finished with 32 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever...
The Lakers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Connects from three-point range. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there. Kuzma passes to Jay. Here's DeRozan. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
This is what DeRozan gives you, the ability to make tough shots in traffic, mainly because of his great athleticism.
The pass to Eubanks. Now here's Murray. He had 22 points in the win against Sacramento.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Back to Walker. Over James. Walker's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Murray outside. Pass to Eubanks. Hardaway for three. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Lakers right now, Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Jay. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Leonard in at the three. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Outside, White. Murray outside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
That one goes in. Leonard's got 14.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Passes it to Pirtle. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Horton Tucker, the pass to Murray. Now Johnson. Shoots over Leonard. A shot by Johnson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Right side, White. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
Murray, the pass to Horton Tucker. To the middle. It's deflected. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And it's the Lakers on the break. No one near James as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts. 11 points in the game.
Great ball movement there.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. San Antonio calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And the Lakers with some changes. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Drummond. DeRozan comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for James. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside, Walker. Can they get it? The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Davis gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve.
focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Outside, Walker. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Anthony Davis. Walker the pass to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hood's checked in. Jay the pass to Hood. Jay guarded by Walker. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot's good from Jay.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Anthony. Aldridge with it. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. And the pass to Hardaway. Looking to end the run. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 6. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Passes to Jay. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 4th assist in this one. Kuzma against Walker. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Good D by Gasol. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers ahead. And some changes for the Lakers. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gasol, and Jay subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs, DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
White with the double team. Jay the pass to Fernando.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Pass to Horton Tucker. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Pirtle inside. Murray for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Wiry strong if you're going to get physical. With Murray, you better go the rest of the way to prevent the and one.
Free throw good, Murray. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Fernando, that's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Anthony. Sinks the 15-footer. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Here's Jay. Excellent D there from Anthony.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Bates Diop, and again it's San Antonio with a three.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
No good from Jay. Spurs have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Hood gets the bucket.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Murray outside. Pass to Carmelo. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Jay. And the wing jumper offline. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Those look awesome. Great choice.
Watch it here.
Yo, right here, right here.
Screen. Come to me. Too strong. Hey, swing it! Get it! Good boy, baby. Ball up! Get it! Put it back up! Oh, yo, right here! I'll take it! Watch that! Shark! Get the ball! Hey, help! I need help! Oh, bomb it! Ball up! Get it! Oh, foul! I got your help! Shot up! Hey, balance it out! He got me! Yo! Box out! Way to grab it! There you go, right there! Ball coming! Oh, give me that ball! Come get it! Hey! Screen! Knock it down! I got it right here! Way to get it! Oh, foul! Take that, baby! Hey, swing it! Come on, bust that, baby! Shut up! Way to grab it!